Hey, my friends, Morgan Gecko here. Uh, it, it's been suggested that I do a video on mobs that contribute to your dodge skill. Dodge, as opposed to evade. And so I went through Entropiawiki and looked at all of the information that they've got there, and I picked out the ones that they said contribute to dodge, and almost all of them are either robots or that they're mobs that attack you from a distance. Their attack is considered range attack. There are one or two that seem to want to get right up on you, but apparently they don't have to be all that close to be able to hurt you. So, without further ado, here's our list. First mob is the attacker, and it's a flying bot, and of course it's going to do a ranged attack. If you're interested in exactly what sort of damage they do so that you're able to armor up accordingly, then you can refer to Entropiawiki, and they'll tell you everything that you want to know, or at least they'll have something. Can't guarantee how accurate it is because it's been there for years and years. So anyway, that's the first one, the attacker. Second up, the Bristle Hog. Everybody knows that they do 100% electric. Just from the sound of them, you know that they're doing electric. But they have to get fairly close to be able to hurt you. So they also contribute to dodge. The next one is the Summon, and I don't know a whole lot about this mob. I'm not sure if I've ever encountered it or not. But anyway, according to Entropiawiki, it does a ranged attack, and it contributes to your dodge. Next up, the Defender. It's a big bot. I don't know if they're over by Fort Sisyphus or not, but I don't know what sort of damage they do, but they're irritating as hell when they hit you, and they too will contribute to your dodge. Next is the Droka, and as we can see again, it's a bot. I don't know especially where they are, but you can find that out. After that comes the drone, and they can be found almost everywhere. So there's that drone. There's the drone Communicator. And the drone Coordinator. I know that they have these on, well, all of the drones. And the Defenders also, I think, on that pair of islands that are down there on the other side of the big circular PvP zone, or the contaminated zone. And they're off in the corner of one of those islands. Next up is the Globster. And I have no idea if it looks like that or not. I haven't seen a Globster in a long time, and I wouldn't recognize it now if I saw it, so I'm sure this is an old picture. And this might have been from the early days, might have been a conceptual thing, but anyway, that is a representation of a Globster, and it does contribute to your dodge. Next, the Harbinger. There's all different sizes of these things, but the Harbinger is not considered a bot. According to Entropiawiki, it is an engineered mutant. So anyway, they can do ranged damage to you, and therefore they are dodge material. Next up, the Jam Raider. And I don't know if they're always in game or not, or if they're just a event mob. I've seen them at PA a couple of times. So in any case, they are dodge material. Next, the Legionnaire. And of course it too is a robot, as you can see. After that is the Mind Reaver. I don't know if you can see that picture or not. It's a little dark and it's probably a little small on the video, but as I understand it, it's a mob inside of an instance. So you may or may not ever run across one of these things. But if you do, there it is. Next one is the Oculus. I have a video on the Oculus, and they're an interesting critter. I'm not exactly sure what kind of damage they do, but it's at a distance. Not a great distance, but I mean, it isn't going to hit you like MERP or anything like that. So it is a contributor to dodge. Next one, steel birds. You used to see these over by Monopolis. I don't believe they're there now, so they may have been an event thing. But anyway, the steel bird. The Tantardion. This is pretty much what they look like. I have a video or two on doing these things for my iron missions, and then also for the codex stuff. And they're over by that TP, or that fort that has all of the Thraphoids. The Thraphoids are all on one side of the fort, and these are in the hills on the opposite side of the fort. So, if that helps you any. The next one is the Tesla pod. And I've seen these by Osiri Hearts TP, but I have seen another video where these were found someplace else, but they're not too common on the planet, and they do electrical damage. They can zap you from a little bit away, so they do dodge. The next one is the Thraphoid Shaman, and they're pretty cool mob. They fly. They hover above the ground a little bit, and they come rushing at you. They can do a bit of damage, but it's not that bad. But they too contribute to dodge. Next one is the Trilomite. And then again, this is an old picture, probably a MindArc produced picture, but that's pretty much what they look like. And I couldn't tell you where I've seen them, but I have hunted these things and can testify that they do electric, probably in combination with something else. Next one is the Trooper. That's a fine looking robot there. And they do a ranged attack, and therefore they do dodge. And finally is the Tisk Tisk. It's sort of like an electric mosquito. They're the ones that you have a hard time seeing, but you'll see the little lines in the air from their electrical attack. And sometimes, I don't know if it's a glitch or not, but quite often you won't see them because they're right under the ground surface. So, and that's the last one that I was able to find. For some reason, eviscerators and warlocks, they're robots, but because they apparently don't do any kind of ranged damage, they don't contribute to your dodge any. I couldn't say offhand exactly what kind of damage it is that they do, but according to Entropiawiki, they do not help your dodge any at all. If you look at the definition or the difference between dodge and evade, you evade an attack that's right in front of you. You know, either something tries to stab you or hit you or burn you or, you know, stuff like that. But they're right there alongside you, you know. And if you're able to get out of the way, it's because of your evade. If it's a range attack, if they're shooting at you, or if they're directing an electrical attack at you, then you're dodging that attack. So that's kind of a thumbnail of a rule that you can use. But anyway, I thought that would be a handy thing to do a short video on. I appreciate the player that suggested that, because I really had no idea which ones to go to in order to build up my dodge. I'm sure it's something that almost everybody needs to do, because for the most part people stay away from robots or mobs that can hit them before you can hit. They can hit you before you can hit them. So anyway, I thought I'd pass that along. And y'all have a good day, and we will see you in game. Bye.